I just knew it. I couldn't do it. I'd said so many times I was going to do it and believed I was going to do it in the night. The next day come, I didn't have no motivation to do it. That's another thing that mental health will give you, zero motivation to do anything. Zero motivation to have a shave, zero to brush your teeth, even have a shower, nothing. I wasn't given any confidence. I was always told that I couldn't do stuff and I'd never do anything, I'd never achieve anything. So that made me worse, basically. Every high, there's got to be an even high, a lower low. I believe every achievement that I do in life, there's got to be an almost certainty lower low. So the bigger the achievements, the lower the lows go. What is the point in living? What am I living for? All right, I won a belt. What does it mean? I said, I'm not interested. The belts mean nothing. World Championship means nothing. What does it all mean? What does being a world champion really mean? But what I was trying to say was, what does it all really mean when I'm not well on the inside? Exterior assets mean nothing if you can't control what's going on in the inside. And the thing about mental health is what's so special and different is that if a man's got a disease or a bad problem or he's handicapped or disabled, you can see it. But I can walk down the street, nobody can see in my mind. They don't know what I'm doing. I could be on the verge of suicide and you couldn't tell because you can't see in someone's mind. I was in a position of power. I had glory, fame, achievements, money, a family, all earthly assets that one could want. Money in the bank, but it meant nothing. So they couldn't understand why would this man feel like this. Everybody looking on the outside, oh, Tyson's got everything, he's done everything, he's done what he ever said he wanted to do. He's lived his dream, he's done everything. Why is it he's just an idiot and he's a attention seeker? Tried and tried and tried to act sensible, blank it out, but it didn't work. So until the end I thought, all right, forget about it. I can't box anymore, I'm finished. I'm gonna go drinking. Because when I had a drink, it made the pain go away. Not pain as in physical pain, like punching me in the face pain, but pain as longing and the repetitive thinking, the same stuff day in, day out, and it won't go away. And the more I'm trying to think, right, I want to be positive, negative, 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 negative. And everyone I was around was getting negative too because I was putting it on them. And I can bear witness that it does masks the pain while you're doing it. But when you wake up the next day, you're even more depressed than you started. Because whatever is in the alcohol puts you in a bad state afterwards. Like I say, every good high, there's got to be a good low. And whatever you do in life like that, if you suffer with mental health, you'll know where I'm coming from. And I just spiraled out of control. I didn't care. I didn't want to live. I'd lost the passion to live. So nothing meant anything. A boxing career, well, that was the last thing on my mind. Do you know, I just didn't care anymore. I didn't care what happened. Even when the promoters made me vacate all the belts, I didn't care. It was like, oh, you've worked all your life for this. Are you not bothered, my wife would say. I'd say, no, I don't care if I had nothing. I don't care if I was dead. I don't care if I was living in the streets. This went on for 18 months. Wow. Of me battling my own self every day, drinking, abusing my body, eating rubbish, taking drugs. I'd go out early in the day and I wouldn't come back till, I might go for 3 or 4 days. There was no, I ain't going out for a few beers and coming home. I was going out to try and kill myself with drink. Nothing mattered to me anymore. Everything that I cared dearly about and all my morals, I'd never took a drug in my life ever. Everything I stood for didn't matter anymore because I was going to die anyway and I was trying to kill myself. I was gaining 380, 390, 400 pounds and I was very unhealthy. I didn't fit in anything I owned anymore. It wasn't me anymore. I had 2 bodies. I had to get all new clothes. I was walking around in like fat man clothes. I was a state, I was a mess. And I couldn't help it. I was busting out of like 7XL clothing. Turning point was, I went out Halloween, dressed as a skeleton in a fancy dress party. I went out about 9 o'clock and I expected to stay out all night and get smashed. I had 1 drink. I looked around me and I thought, what am I doing? I'm back normal again now, yeah? I'm back like thinking straight. Still drinking, but I'm thinking sensible again. I got down, I took the skeleton suit off and I got down on my knees. And I was in a dark room on my own. And I was praying to God to help me. I was begging, there was tears rolling down my face because I knew I couldn't do it alone. And I said, look, I said, I know I've been tested, I know I've done so many things wrong, and I've done this and I've done that, and I'm so weak as I can't do on my own. I said, please intervene here and show me the way. Show me the light. I said, because I'm sick of living in darkness. But I am so confident that I'm going to come back and everything's going to be swept away. The odds of me overcoming all them obstacles, never mind the weight and the mental health, is like zero. It's not possible. He ain't coming back because he can't. From that day, I got my tracksuit on in the morning and I was going to run 2 miles. I got about 200 yards and stopped. And I thought, right, I can't run. I've run all my life. I've always been a very good runner. And I got 200 yards and I was totally gone. I could feel my belly moving on them. It wasn't like a fat like jelly. It was like solid brick. It was a horrible feeling. I thought, okay, I'm going to walk the rest. And I walked. And while I was walking, I was on my phone and I saw a little video from Deontay Wilder. And he said, Tyson Fury let himself down, let his family down. He said, he's that fat, he'd never come back. He said, and I'm glad he's gone because I'd have knocked him out anyway. Just rambling on nonsense here. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to give it to you proper. You're my motivation now. I'm coming back to get you. And every day I'd go out on the canal and I'd do a little run in my sweatsuit. And every day I'd get a little bit further until I was doing 4 or 5 miles again. I can't tell you in words how I felt, how down I was. When you lose control of your own mind, you're in a bad place. I was going through hell. I was being tortured by demons and devils on a daily basis. This is what I believe. I believe that God tested me. God gave me the world, but I rebelled against it and it didn't mean nothing to me. I didn't want it when I had it. So he thought, right, I'll give you a little bit of pain here, taste this, wallop. And I believe that's what mental health is. I believe it could be a test, could not be. I know it affects so many people in so many different ways. And it's a silent killer. It's almost like carbon monoxide poison. You can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't feel it, but you're down. So many people